In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to create a handover. So the first thing to note is, in order for your handover to work correctly, task ownership rules also must be set up correctly. So firstly, the task ownership rule must exist, and secondly, this rule must agree with what's in the work manager. So just to show you an example here, I, as Josh, am going to filter out my tasks in the work manager and compare this to the task ownership rules. The easiest place to review task ownership rules is the team portfolio. So I can filter by myself here as well. I'm going to pick a sample client and compare to the work manager. So the tasks we have are bookkeeping, confirmation statement, payroll and year-end accounts. And we can see the allocations are owner is Zara and myself is the reviewer. So a quick scan here and we can see that all of that is indeed agreeing with the task ownership rules. So we have confidence that this client has been allocated correctly. So it's also important to note that the handover will only work for tasks where you are the reviewer. So what it's picking up on is the task ownership rules, and if the task ownership rules agree with work manager, then all of those tasks will be updated to the temporary reviewer. To create your handover, simply click here on Create Handover. It's also worth noting that if you notice any ownership rules are missing, to set them up from here. It's easiest to do it from Team Portfolio. To add a new rule, simply select the client, click on Add Ownership Rule, select Task Type, Default Owner, Default Reviewer and press Save. To create your handover, simply click on the button here, Create Handover. You'll then be presented with the following screen. For ease, here is one I've made earlier. So the date from is the date that you want your handover to begin on. This will start automatically following an overnight check. You'll notice here that you cannot pick today's date or a date in the past. It has to be one in the future. This is the date 2 is the date that you would like your handover to end on. So this will be the last day of cover. So this date 2 implies that I would be back on the 23rd of November, at which point my tasks will be reverted back to myself for the ownership. You'll see that all clients where you are a reviewer via task ownership are summarised here. Simply select the covering analyst and add any notes to this box here. You can make as many changes as you wish to your handover until the start date has been reached. If you save as draft, then your handover won't start. What you need to do is come back to Create Handover, and you'll see the status at the top, and simply save as final, and then your handover will begin on the date from entered here. You are still able to make changes to your handover. Simply update and press save as final. You can make as many changes as you like up until this date. If there's been a mistake that you need to rectify, such as you're no longer going on leave, simply delete your handover here.